Twitch has easily become the most talked about live streaming platform within the past months. From creators dropping out over safety concerns at Twitchcon, the CEO Dan Clancy coming under fire, and the incidents we'll speak about today that happened at Twitchcon. It's become apparent that Twitch has not only become a hyperspace for Twitch's problem to be aired out, but the Twitchcon situation shows us a bigger problem of parasocial relationships, online harassment, and negligence. And are these things that we can hold Twitch liable for? I think the answer is maybe yes. Twitchcon has been going on for the past 9 years. It's been a place for Twitch creators and their fans to come together. Twitchcon holds events like meet and greets, panels, and has an artist alley. There are a variety of other things that can be done at Twitchcon, but these are just to name a few. Twitchcon's 10-year anniversary is common in its out past, but Twitch's history with conventions has not been a smooth one. Just last year, one of Twitch's streamers was assaulted live on stream, which would not and did not release a statement until it was brought up from the streamer NMP, who had faced sexual assault during the 2024 Twitchcon. Just this incident doesn't fully encapsulate the scope of danger some streamers face. Whether it be Emaru, one of Twitch's biggest streamers, having her security need to escort out one of her stalkers, or a 2022 incident where a streamer broke their back falling in a foam pit, or a kick streamer like Neon misgendering an individual at a convention. Twitch may not be liable for censoring what speech is used by the attendees. It does have the opportunity to be more responsible with the power they hold to create and destroy online communities. Let's talk about what streamer Neon did to get him to make Emaru leave over death threats. And with the assault of Emaru overshadowing Twitch's media optics, can it tell us something about when the online world meets real life? The controversial kick streamer Neon is finding himself at the receiving end of criticism once again. Neon was previously kicked out of TwitchCon and banned for misgendering another creator at the convention in 2024. Neon faces criticism for approaching Twitch creator Emaru. Neon told Emaru she was beautiful and invited her to his after party for the convention. When Neon was rejected, he would make comments about pasta ravioli. Can't believe that's a name, but here we are. A friend of Emaru who was with her and would walk her away from the interaction with Neon. Neon's comments that were directed at pasta ravioli's physique is another piece to the trio's interaction blowing up. After seeing the clip of Neon shaming her friend, Emaru would post a tweet telling her followers to get his ass, referring to flooding Neon's comments with disapproval for his fatphobic comment. Emaru would follow up her original tweet by saying, "By the way, shocked I even have to say this, but I said get his ass because of the way he treated my friend, who has nothing to do with our original interaction. Fuck that guy. No one insults my best friend like that and gets away." Neon would follow up the social media whirlwind by tweeting, "I'm never giving a girl a compliment again." This comment had followed the interaction between Emaru and himself, to which he faced rejection. Whilst this comment could be taken as satirical, the effects from it have been taken seriously. Emaru would indicate that she had received death threats from the fanbase of Neon, causing her to leave the convention earlier. In a statement, she said, "It was nice meeting everyone. I got a chance to meet, but it's not worth going back," she captioned. We would see fans and creators piling in, giving their different outlooks on the situation. As Neon fostered an environment for shaming women for not meeting the standards set on them by men, like, should women look a certain way to be attractive, and the right a man feels to not be rejected. While these are attitudes women themselves can put forth within the culture of our society, it's important to think about how streamers, creators, and other men may share the same attitudes he does, and what does that say about the culture they want to hold on to. Neon has been able to use his platform to circulate rhetoric that has been deemed by Twitch worthy of being banned, which he was. But why was Neon able to return to the convention that a year prior he was banned from? Emaru's response has been overtaken by a massive amount from the male creators' audience. And how should Twitch respond to something like this?
Hello, how you doing today? Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Emaru.
Hi.
Emaru.
Emaru.
Just call me M.
M.
Yes.
I am.
What's your name?
Neon.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That's horrifying.
Real quick, Emaru, I'm doing a little after party.
Okay.
I would love for you to come.
Why?
Because you're very beautiful.
We gotta go.
I love being objectified.
Come on, let's go.
Wait, what did I do wrong?
Wait, what happened?
Objectified? Wait, what the fuck did I do? Hold on. Wait. It's always a fat friend, bro.
So, leading up to TwitchCon, there had been an unease amongst the women creators of Twitch. Some of them would voice their concern, connecting some of their concerns to the recent murder of a woman Twitch streamer in Japan while streaming in real life. Some of the streamers would push through their concerns and attend the con, while others would announce they would not attend over concerns of safety. Emiru, one of Twitch's most popular streamers, was assaulted at TwitchCon on the first day of its 2025 opening. In a video that captures the event, a tall man approaches Emiru from what appears to be out of nowhere. He would hug her against her will and then get close to her, potentially implying that he was trying to kiss Emiru. Emiru's security would be the only intervening force, with Emiru's manager motioning her off stage. Emiru would visibly recoil as her personal security was able to shove the man away. Twitch would respond on Saturday, the following day of Emiru's assault, to say it'll boost security personnel and has barred attendees from bringing any +1s to TwitchCon meet and greets. This response, though, was not enough to satisfy TwitchCon goers, but as well as Emiru herself. The response from the broad Twitch community would be that of a media tsunami, a combination of reactions, breakdowns, and heavy criticism of Twitch that would outpace the original good publicity the con had been seeking to reclaim after years of situations clouding its event and social darkness. Emiru would respond not shortly after the incident, saying, "Yesterday, the man who assaulted me was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon, and even in front of another creator's meet and greet to grab me in my face to try and kiss me. The security who reacts in the clip is my own security. However, there were at least 3 or 4 TwitchCon security in the area who do not react and let the guy walk away." Emiru would go on to say, "He was allowed to walk away from the meet and greet, and I didn't hear he was caught until hours after he attacked me. I felt like this only happened because of my manager pressing it, not because TwitchCon staff present thought it was a big deal." The manager of Emiru contacted police after the incident and has said they plan to press charges against the man. The manager also claimed Twitch planned on only suspending the man from the platform for a month before they ruled he would be banned indefinitely. The San Diego Sheriff's Office did not respond for comment on additional information about the man or files charged against him. So many women streamers expressing their concern over the safety of Twitch's events, citing the death of Yoonji-ah, a Korean streamer who was killed live on stream. Popular Twitch creator Cutie Cinderella would say this earlier in September 2025, "I don't feel irrational about it," referring to her being scared to go to the con after the death of Yoonji-ah. Cutie would go on to say, "I feel very scared." Asmongold, another popular streamer, would release a statement and video encouraging women not to go to TwitchCon 2025. Gold did not buy the Twitch CEO Dan Clancy's statement in early September on how they would provide safety for the con. Gray, another popular woman creator, and Cutie Cinderella expressed their concerns over why they wouldn't attend the con. "We have teams focused on this year-round, including keeping creators and community members safe on Twitch at TwitchCon. We have rules and standards regarding TwitchCon attendees, and we limit people who have been indefinitely suspended from service violations. They are not able to attend," he said during a live stream. Asmon would then give examples of how 2 male streamers were sexually assaulted on a stream the year prior, and how in 2022, streamer Amaranth had her security remove multiple stalkers who showed up at TwitchCon to follow her. Emily Beth Shunk, who we know as Emiru, go on to say to fellow creators, seriously consider not attending future TwitchCon events. She would confirm she was pressing charges against the assailant. Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, would release the statement the following week. The statement covers for the negligence creators had suffered on behalf of Twitch's inability to protect them. "First, I want to be upfront and take accountability for the security incident that occurred during Emiru's meet and greet," Clancy wrote. "It shouldn't have happened, and we take that very seriously. We failed both in allowing it to occur and in our response following. We mismanaged our communications about the incident, and that includes the comments I made. I apologize to Emiru for all that took place." Emiru added that on Monday after the convention, she received a call from the San Diego police saying couldn't proceed with charging the assailant because Twitch wouldn't share the name of the person they believe had assaulted her. Emiru would then explain about how someone contacted her manager as well, saying someone matching the description of the man who assaulted Emiru came into their job and said, "Oh, I'm traveling from Texas," and I caused quite a stir at TwitchCon. Emiru would end her statements by saying, "I don't want to just let this be a thing that they're hoping will just blow over and get swept under the rug." Done with going to TwitchCon, probably done entirely with convention streams. I feel like it's just time, and I think that's probably true for a lot of streamers. To gain further context on this situation, I'd recommend watching Legal Eagle's video about the Emiru situation, as well as Taylor Loren's interview with Dan Clancy, and as well her second video about the TwitchCon situation. The rampant attack of women on and offline is undoubtedly a symptom of society, one influenced heavily by males' wants. We can understand these recent situations to further understand how the interactions around you connect to news and events that happen on a stage more seen by others. The Legal Eagle video specifies that the use of sexual assault would be incorrect to California's classification of its violent assault laws. It's important to think about the language used when speaking about crimes online. If we're using the incorrect terms for what state laws can misrepresent how the defendant can be held accountable. What this should make us think about is not only how we can oversee examples, but as well how the law differs to social understandings and how legal doctrine restricts those who face injustice to actually benefit from the system meant to protect them. I'd like to leave you all with a quote from Taylor Lorenz's video. What happened at Twitchcon was to a very significant degree unavoidable, not because there weren't enough barriers to accessing VIP checkpoints or staff training, because this is a Twitch culture issue. Rape culture and hypermasculinity are rampant on the platform, top to bottom. Entire discords and subreddits are dedicated to stalking women, people of color, and LGBTQ+ streamer. There can't be safety for women at these events until the company takes their concerns seriously on the platform. So yeah, guys, there is the Kid Icarus put together for the TwitchCon situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys for taking time to listen to this. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.